Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and in this episode of Crypto Espresso, we are going to be talking about everything that we discussed in coffee and crypto, but I'm going to be shortening it down. I'm going to be condensing it in the same way that you condense espresso. That's not how that works, but you get my point. We're going to get right to the point, and I'm going to tell you why I think that these two super indicators are predicting that we're going to see an all-time high run in the next 45 days, and why we're about to see Bitcoin rally back to $60,000, but there are 4 levels of resistance that are hopefully going to be broken, but if they don't break, we're going to be looking at a $45,000 Bitcoin more than likely. So we're going to be diving into all of that in this video. I got a lot of technical analysis to throw at you on Bitcoin here. We got some great predictions that we want to make. We got a lot to cover. If you do enjoy today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. But without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. For context, you guys need to know where we are right now. Over the last 7 days, Bitcoin has rallied $10,000 from 40 to 50, and we are currently in the process of forming an inverse head and shoulders pattern. The thing is, Bitcoin doesn't actually need to come down here to $45,000 and rally to the upside. There is potential that Bitcoin can break to the upside. But here's the deal. For Bitcoin to move above $50,000, there are 4 levels of resistance that it must contend with. Number 1, $50,000 flat is a mass psychological level of resistance, and it is currently right above us. Number 2, $50,500 is in play, as that was a local high that we saw hit over here on the 23rd of August. So we actually have a zone of resistance in play between $50,000 and $50,500 that Bitcoin needs to break. Number 3, looking out to the longer term time frames, we can see that there is a downtrending level of resistance right here that is set by our all-time high back on the 13th of April. It is set right here on the 7th of September, and then we're also testing that exact same downtrend right now, which, by the way, is in the very center of this zone of resistance. On top of that, there is a uptrending level of resistance on the 4-hourly chart for Bitcoin, which is also contending with a downtrending level of resistance here on the RSI. That means that on top of those 3 trend lines of resistance up there, we also have RSI divergence playing in. What that basically means is that Bitcoin needs to get above 50,500, and then boom, the gloves are off. We can go to 53,000, break that, and then move to all-time high. But the problem is, until we break 50,500, we haven't had confirmation. In the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, I teach you guys about something called the convergence of support and resistance. When resistance overlaps, it obviously gets stronger. So Bitcoin needs to break this $50,000 to $50,500 region, and if it can't do that, then we're probably going to be having a correction down to around 45. Where am I pulling that number from? Well, a local support level that we have seen sits right here at $44,200 to $45,000. If Bitcoin rejects here, then there is a likelihood that we will pull back to this region. But if we do that, then what we do is we institute an inverse head and shoulders pattern with a price target between $55,000 to $60,000. So if we do pull to the downside here, this is actually not a bad thing because it sets up this inverse HNS that you can see right here, and that has a price target of 60K. And here's the deal, guys. I think we are going to 60K relatively soon, and here's exactly why. If we look at Lux Algo, which is a premium indicator that we have used for the last 4, 5, 6 months, every single day, it has become a part of my daily routine to check Lux Algo. It actually flashed a strong buy signal just yesterday. This is a very good sign, because the last time that we saw a strong buy signal on this market was back over here on the 26th of July, and after that strong buy signal, we saw an uptrend of 50%. I can do more historical analysis on this if you would like in a future video, but I've done it in many videos. Lux Algo has a great track record on the daily chart, and right now it is calling for an uptrend probably between 10 and 50% over the next month. On top of that, there's another indicator that I want to show you called Market Cipher. I can bring it up right here. This is one of the premium indicators that I've actually been working with recently. Not only is Lux Algo giving us a strong buy signal, but we can also see on this other indicator that Kelly, one of our researchers, has been helping me to learn. Down here on Market Cipher, we have some bullish signals. Now, let me break down what's going on here. This looks like a complicated indicator. I'm going to run you straight through it. Essentially, this blue level right here represents something called momentum, and the momentum on Bitcoin is moving to the upside. That's a very bullish signal. You can also see right here, there were 2 green dots, once here on the 27th of September and once here on the 30th of September. That's bullish as well. And then you can see this flowing line right here represents something called the money flow. The money flow moving into Bitcoin is also moving to the upside. It's having a small correction over the last day or two, but in general, the amount of money moving into Bitcoin is still rapidly increasing. So I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail on Market Cipher right now because I still want to do like a tutorial video on it for you. But in general, Market Cipher is also pulling us to the upside and calling for a movement to the upside. So not only is Lux Algo, which is an indicator that I call a super indicator because it's always giving me great signals, but Market Cipher, which is an indicator that is phenomenal and that I'm getting to work with now is also saying, hey, we're going to move to the upside for a variety and plethora of reasons. So here's the deal. I think we're going to 63,000 by the end of the month, but if we don't break 50 to 50,500, then we're going to have a lot of trouble and Bitcoin will likely have a correction. Those are our two scenarios. Both of them, in my opinion, lead to $60,000, but one of them happens faster. If we break 50,500 soon, we will probably be hitting $60,000 within the next 3 weeks. If we reject from it, then it might be halfway through November when we hit that $63,000 region. But the point is, guys, and this is what I want you to take away from this, is not even the time frame. I'm telling you that because I know you guys are always asking it. The point is, we have overwhelming evidence that we're going to move to the upside. I went into a lot more detail on why in the morning's episode of Coffee and Crypto. This is an abbreviated, abridged version of Coffee and Crypto. That's the point of Crypto Espresso, which is this show that we just started, is to kind of condense everything down so that you guys can get it a lot faster than having to watch the whole hour show. But if you want all the information, all the context of why we're going to $60,000 in the next month, or at least I think so, go back and watch Coffee and Crypto. It went up this morning. That's all I got for you today, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel. We want to hit 200K subs by the end of the month, and I think we can do that. Our technical analysis on our subscriber growth is giving us very bullish signals right now, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because we're trying to bring you high-quality educational content backed up by humility and integrity. At least that's what we're trying to bring you, is content backed up by humility and integrity, and tell us if we're not doing that. We want to be. I think we are. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh!